You were there last week, so I just want to get your take on how are things there.
Well, thank you. Glad to be here again. Good morning. Houston is recovering. Depending where you are, it's hard to think that there was a storm, but then there are a number of neighborhoods that are dramatically impacted. But it is recovering. It will recover strong. But it is just a mixed view depending on where you are in the city.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of work to do, and obviously that storm and Irma will create a lot of recovery.
There does seem to be some confusion about where the greatest risks lie. Do we wind up seeing product demand come off enough that it winds up not really impacting oil production, or at some point does oil production wind up getting impacted as the downstream just kind of goes nowhere?
Well, I think we've been at an inflection point in general before all the hurricane storm activity, in the sense of where production's going and impact on commodity prices on production. And there's been a lot of push as to whether U.S. production will continue to increase at the rates that it's been increasing. And that really depends on economics and returns. And the storm activity certainly is impacting the infrastructure, particularly in the Houston and Texas, Louisiana area. The bulk of the country's refinery, terminals, chemical plants, infrastructure, so on, are all clustered in that area. And there will certainly be an impact in demand in the short term, because these are pretty substantial population centers, and in Texas and Florida and Louisiana, and also big users of crude oil and chemical plants and so on. I think that you're going to see a recovery coming fairly soon, but it's really an issue that was already a big issue before the storm activity.
And what about the effect, if any, on stockpiles? Because as we've been waiting for this rebalancing to happen globally, we kept seeing a resistance to really depleting the stockpiles, which really kept the oil price down. Will this storm, particularly Harvey, affect that?
Well, I think it will certainly cause a period of transition, because it's going to take some time to repair a lot of the things I just talked about. And so I don't think you're going to see stockpiles going down in the near term.